Alright, recording again. Let's get to this. Start the timer. There we go. Some more buckets. I'm sure. There, that stays there. You can get. Actually, no. That's a. Oh, maybe one. Yeah, that's gonna be. Sorry, I kind of picked the mouse up. Yeah. I just realized I didn't explain that. Yeah, this is Viscera Claim Detail. I'm in the Overgrowth map currently, and this part 2. That's about all I got. Oh, and instead of the in-game music, I'm playing some music that I got out of the YouTube library a while ago. Because the in-game music is, well, not that interesting. That's about all I got on that. It's just not that interesting for me. It also isn't long before it's like, haven't I heard this already? Then also some it just sounds similar. Yes, I did see it there. Hopefully the bubble for the gaze tracker caught that. Yeah, that's not good. And unfortunately, that did happen. You know what would be really interesting? If they did a sequel, is if they set it up where you didn't have a separate bin machine. It was part of the incinerator. And it could just, you hit the thing and it would eject the thing for you. But there's a limit on how many you can have. So, because I do feel you should make it kind of like an RPG. You unlock things as you go. Like you get paid and you have to purchase them. And it's like you can get an upgrade for it. For the incinerator then. That would give more of the bin. I think that could be interesting. It could also be used for more or less gating larger maps. So you start off on a smaller map and it builds. You can go to a larger one, but it's as you get to larger ones, you'll want things like that, so that you can have more. I'm good. Okay. Not sure how you'd want it. The mops. Change that. Well, not the mops, the buckets. Could you set something? But I do think, though, that an upgrade of, like, just running water on it, so that, instead of having to always have a bucket, you could just punch that thing. I think that would be well received. That would partially explain why I kept having stepping in that. also have subcontractors. Like the small stuff like this, you can just leave without doing that and just pay a subcontractor to take care of the small. But then, it could be dangerous because it's like, well, they may not do a good enough job, and you're the one that gets in trouble. I mean, there really is potential, I believe, for a sequel. I would play it. Maybe even for more than just making videos. Although I probably would always try to make videos. Like, I would never play it just to play it. I would probably always play it. Have a video. Just couldn't. I should try asking about that. Because I know some people that are streamers and such. Maybe I should actually ask about, doing any of these with them. Actually, I'm just kind of curious if he even has Viscera clean detail. Bye. That could be fun. It's like, I do know people. I just don't know if they would care to do this. I wouldn't hold anyone unless they're like physically with me to do the heart rate though. It's like if I had real life friends and I could somehow convince them to do this do any of these recordings with me. It's like, okay, because you are physically here, I am holding you to use the accent. It's like, I hate horror games though. That's part of the idea. Right? I mean, you're not playing these because they're gonna be fun. You're gonna be, I just realized that. You're gonna be playing these because we want this data and so that we can all laugh at you when you get scared. I like that. I'd probably end up having to be somebody that has better tolerance for some of the view than I do. And at this point, I got a pretty good tolerance. I guess maybe my monitor isn't that good at showing me some colors. It's a wonderful monitor though. I love it. It's unusual as well with 2048 by resolution. That reminds me, I should really check out. YouTube used to have the option of having it show at original resolution. I haven't looked for so long if they still have that. They might have gotten rid of it. I can believe that of them. YouTube makes very weird decisions. I mean, arguably, Google at large makes weird decisions, but it's like, hey, let's have this project that's going to be so critical and crucial to how we do things in the future. 2 years later, it's canceled. Actually, no, I think some of that stuff took longer than 2 weeks, but they will. If you ever want to be convinced that Google doesn't really have a good sense of direction for their efforts, all you gotta do is look up their history with messaging apps. I'm completely serious. Just look that up, and you will see just how inconsistent they are with their goals. Because they have had times where it's like, okay, we're going to make one messaging app to rule them all. And then it's like, okay, now we have 3 messaging apps because you want 3 because that one's for personal, that one's for business, that one's for something else entirely. And then it goes back to one to rule them all, where all of it's integrated, and then it's back to, no, it's all separate. It's like, I wonder if it's kind of like the vice president thing. I wish I could remember the correct name for it. But there's this phenomena where the idea is that, and I think I've talked about this before. Yes, I'm sure I have. Where if you have a vice president at a company is interested in promoting their own career, basically. And a way to do that is to expand the things that they are involved in. Oh, no, it fell back. But the problem is that you could have a company. The example when I saw this described was talking about Westinghouse and GE. Because I think it was the case that Westinghouse does not do MRI machine, but GE does. I hope I have that right. If not, you get the idea. Westinghouse could then say that, okay, well, they could have a vice president that's like, okay, I say we get into the MRI business because GE needs the competition, we can do it better, and blah, 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 blah. But the problem is that there's also things that Westinghouse does, like they make televisions. GE, I don't think they make television. Could be wrong. Maybe they do, but it's like outsourced. Westinghouse used to be one of the companies that actually made televisions. I don't know if it still is or not. It's like Westinghouse worked with NASA on, I think it was the camera for the lunar module. Like the actual LEM, the one that landed on the moon. That camera was worked on with Westinghouse because they needed it to be compact and very low power. Yet still of acceptable quality. But anyway, it's like if that vice president got their way and did end up having Westinghouse enter the MRI business, then GE may decide, okay, well, we're going to get into the television business, where they potentially could outcompete Westinghouse. So it would actually work against the company, not for it, because you're inviting competition from this company in a different area. And I don't remember exactly why I started talking about that, but I'm trying to trace back. I can sometimes do that where I can, in fact, trace back my conversation, my train of thought. I don't know, you're trash. It's like I really don't know what that is. But it's gone now. And what was I talking about? I know I was around here. Now I got it. Oh yeah, the Google stuff. Where it could just be that they get a new vice president in and they decide that, oh, well, we should do it this way. And it doesn't matter if that's in contradiction to how they have been doing things for a while. New person in charge, they make the rules. Okay, I don't even care that it would definitely, unquestionably be cheating. I don't want to have to deal with it. I will deal with the scorch marks. Not the scorch marks. The crack things that happen. But no. No. I'm gonna grab it. There. Sorry, I just saw that and it's like, yeah, I want. Yeah, it could be something like that where they just get new leadership for that team. Or change in leadership. The team now has somebody else in charge. Still within the company, but it's just somebody else now. I could believe that is that happens, and it just suddenly all that work that was done on the system is like, nope, change it all. Complete change in direction. What would be kind of interesting to find out is if the vice president thing, how much that may exist in video game development. Because you could have it where, like, what would be a good... what's a studio really known for its first-person shooters? I guess, let's use Activision, because it's got Call of Duty, Titanfall, say as well. And Ubisoft, I can't think of many first-person shooters they do. They do have some, I can't think of any. They do have first-person games that are shooting, but typically I largely associate them with third-person, also with open world. But let's say you have this situation where it's like somebody at Activision is like, hey, why don't we, go, start doing some third-person, well, I'd go really high up, some third-person open-world games. Why don't we do that? And that could be dangerous because it could incur Ubisoft's wrath, essentially. It's like, they could be like, no, we are gonna get into this business now to fight you in other places. Then I guess you also do see stuff like that, because, like when you see something become very popular, like recently with Battle Royale stuff, and how, that suddenly all kinds of games need to have Battle Royale modes, even though it doesn't always make much sense for them to have Battle Royale. So it does get kind of interesting. But that's also, you're adapting something into your model as opposed to trying to take on a new model. Generally, though, don't think that you have to worry so much about that vice president stuff when you're smaller, because you're not going to incur the big guy's wrath, unless there's a specific reason why you should be. And like, AMD is a fraction the size of Intel, but it's also its main, really only competitor for x86 processors, so you have to... There we go. They have to do... Intel has to be mindful of them. I just want to make sure that's somewhere easy to spot. Yeah, you... I think... Yeah, I should... Man, it is definitely going to be interesting in... Actually, wow, it's weird to think. CES is just 3 months away, basically. Because I'm filming this in early October. And CES 2020 is when we can expect Intel to show off its new GPU stuff. Intel, there's a reason they haven't been making dedicated GPUs for a long time, ever. But now it seems like they want to get into it. And they have the resources. And they've been hiring the people, so it could get interesting. Okay, you know what? If those are in if those do need more of the welder to seal up, I'll just use command code. Do need to look this up. Nope. That page is what the heck? When you do that, just a whole bunch. Trying to click around, and I end up getting an ad. Okay. What happens when a company with a market valuation, last time I looked it was like $90 billion, decides to get into a segment that they have traditionally failed in. It's like they've tried to make GPUs before and had no real success. So it's just, what happens when they decide to do it again. It will prove interesting. I walked over something. No. Oh, I've got to do that. Oh, I gotta come back. forgot to grab a health kit from right here. I don't know why, what it was that made me think of it, but I just remembered I want to replay Just Cause 3 sometime. I enjoyed that game. And it does have certain things to it that may make it more enjoyable for me than Just Cause 4. So I remember reviewing Just Cause 4, and basically my conclusion was, it's another Just Cause game. Which means if you really like Just Cause, go ahead, you'll enjoy it. But if you're looking for like a new Just Cause, a new Just Cause game, didn't look good enough. Although true, with its DLC, maybe there's more now. I think it's also a smaller install size, and there were certain aspects to its design that I like. Like, it's actually fairly easy to. Oh, I have fucking right here. Sorry, I just want to go around stuff down here. But it's like, you know, you want to redo an area? You can't. It's very easy. You can redo a specific area. Blow everything up again. I don't... Just Cause 4 didn't really have that. But one thing that still is, like, Just Cause 2, like that a lot, because when you grab a mounted gun off of the turret and start going around with it, and I did that. I would go through entire areas with a single mounted gun, despite how slow you would move. I just love the unlimited ammo it offered. So when in Just Cause 3 I think it was no longer unlimited, and I know it isn't in Just Cause 4, it's like Just Cause 4 also, the aircraft, or the vehicles in general, didn't have unlimited ammo. I don't remember for Just Cause 3 if they were or not. Oh, and I also just remembered something I did before getting started in here. I went through, because I keep a database of everything I have had published, which includes these videos. I went through and finally added in a column there of all of the links to all of the data. Not that I really need that, but it's like, it makes sense to have that in there. I'm gonna put it in. So, is that Smith or Smythe? Because I could see somebody saying, no, that's just a weird way to spell Smith. I could believe it. Alright. Now at this point, in theory, we'll just be clean. So, I know. I'm gonna get the things that I know need to be thrown in. Get those taken care of, then I will stop. Okay, well, I can use this. Stop the recording, start a new recording where it'll be the one where I do that. Taking out the trash, 600 of 1,000. Okay. Oh, maybe something burned. Because I wouldn't think just the picking up of the thing would explain that. definitely not gonna be stacking boxes. I don't. Didn't think so, but I still want absolutely. Alright. Okay. Oh. Crap. I'm just trying to pull my right arm off to the side so I could just whip it to adjust the sleeve on it, and I bumped the mouse. Sorry. I was just curious what the next, what the achievement were, and the next one is to basically burn the radio. Sounds good to me. Yeah, there's stuff. I think I'm good on buckets. This was actually not that bucket heavy of a map. Not compared to some of the others. There it is, Big Bang or Burnout. The radio is called Big Bang. It does say it on there if you look back. It is the label on it. Good, what's the next one? You're fired, get fired. Okay. I am not very sure how. I don't really want to be fired. How did I manage that? I had no intention of jumping on top of it, and yet somehow I did. I just stop the timer. I know when I'm going to be stopping, when I'm going to be starting. Nope. Just make sure that's clean. Now, leak meat build challenges, I don't. I mean, true, I'll do the commands, but I don't remember. I think I did use that one. I don't know about this one. once I burn this, I will stop, then start another recording, and start cheating. And mainly, I don't want to have to deal with the bullet holes. But I'll also just let myself see where stuff is. There. And that's it for now. So, yeah. See you next time.